So students of ninth class, in the second part of the video, let's continue with chapter 6, that is Age of Guptas. And we shall study in this part the golden age of Indian culture. So during Gupta period, it is described as the golden age of Indian culture because of high level of civilization and culture of this period. So, along with the revival of Hinduism, the power of creativity was unleashed in the fields of education, literature, arts, architecture, science, and at the same time extending the influence beyond Indians' frontiers. Education. During the Gupta age, education was given utmost importance. This is evident from the intellectual output in various fields like literature, science, mathematics, astronomy, astrology, and medicine. So these were the subjects which flourished during the Gupta age. There were many centers of learning in cities like Patliputra, Vallabhi, Ujjain, Ajodhya, and Nasik. So according to inscription, the teachers were learned Brahmins who were known as Acharyas and Upadhyayas. These teachers supported by the grant of village called Agharas, and the disciples called Shishya had to learn 14 sections of science. That is, all subjects are given Puranas, Mimamsa, Nyaya, Dharma, and so on. In the Gupta period, the Jain and Buddhist system of education assumed a different dimension. Buddhist monasteries admitted students of 10 years. Learning began with the oral method. Later, they shifted to the reading of literary texts. So, higher education was given equal importance during the Gupta age and is evident from the number of universities which existed during this period. Takshila, Nalanda, and so on. So from Nalanda University, we will come to know what were the features of the universities. Nalanda was the most renowned education institution of ancient India, located at Nalanda in Rajgriha in Bihar. So, the University of Nalanda had imposing buildings. There were at least 8 colleges built by different patrons, including one by Balaputra Deva. Patron means the spotters, the kings. So according to Hunsang, the whole university area enclosed by brick wall. Then further, Nalanda University provided various facilities to the students of their studies. There were great 3 libraries, Ratnasagar, Ratnadohi, and so on. There were more than 10,000 students and teachers. They came from Korea, Mongolia, Japan, China, Tibet, Ceylon, etc. So these are the remains of the Nalanda University. The subjects of Nalanda University were all the 4 Vedas, logic, grammar, medicine, Sankhya, yoga, Nyaya, and so on. So Nalanda University was not an ordinary university. There were postgraduate institutions also. So science. During the Gupta period, great contribution was made in many branches of science like astronomy, medicine, metallurgy. Brahmihara was a great astronomer. Then the Brihata Samhita Virama deals with astronomy. Then Brahmagupta was a mathematician and astronomer. He described the law of gravitation several centuries before Newton. Metallurgy, or the scientific study of metal, had reached an advanced stage of during the Gupta period that we will come to know from iron pillar. Then Aryabhatta was a great astronomer, flourished during the reign of Gupta, and he gives us his main achievements. He said that the earth moves around the sun. He discovered that the rule for finding the area of a triangle. He calculated the exact value pi, which was equal to 3.416. So, Aryabhatta also discovered zero. Further culture, the Gupta Empire was well organized state under a succession of versatile and mighty rulers who led it from one point of achievements to another. That means it was only because of the rulers who were versatile and mighty, and they patronized, they supported financially and morally the architect and literature, music, and so on. The economic prosperity allowed people to pursue various arts and crafts and literary activities. During the Gupta period, temples were built with elaborate details. So, we have famous temple, the Vishnu temple at Diogad. So, one of the finest example of Gupta architecture. It is about 125 kilometers from Jhansi in Uttar Pradesh. It was the finest first northern India temple with shikhara or tower, although a part of it has disappeared. In spite of its dilapidated means worse condition, the temple has compelling presence. It was completely made of stones and bricks, and the temple was built on 1.4-meter high platform. Its exterior is decorated with scenes from Ramayana. The entrance and pillars were adorned with countless paintings and carvings. It is dedicated to Lord Vishnu, the god of preservation, who is shown asleep on the coil of the giant serpent called Sheshnaga. So that's all from the second part, and we'll discuss in the third part about the literature. Thank you.